Welcome to the Bay. Today we are looking at a classic PC builder's dilemma. You've got NVIDIA's shiny new RTX 5080 going head-to-head with the absolute beast that is the RTX 4080 Super. And here's the real kicker. They're hitting the market at the same price. So this is a true battle, brand new tech versus a proven champion. Let's break it down. So that's the big question on everyone's mind, right? Do you jump on the latest and greatest, the new power of the 5080? Or do you stick with the proven performer, the 4080 Super, a card we already know and love? Let's dig in and figure out which one is the right call for you. All right, so in one corner, we've got the newcomer, the RTX 5080. We're calling this one the Efficiency King because it's packing a serious punch with some incredible new tech. And in the other corner, you have the RTX 4080 Super, the 16 GB VRAM veteran. This card has been in the ring for a while, and it's proven it can handle anything you throw at it, especially with all that VRAM for insane textures. Two titans, two very different approaches to power. Okay, let's get right to what matters most to every single gamer out there. Pure, raw performance. We're talking frames per second, and we're not messing around. We're cranking the resolution up to 4K, where these cards really get to flex their muscles. So let's just cut to the chase. The big picture is this. On average, you're looking at the RTX 5080 being about 10 to 20% faster than the 4080 Super when you're gaming in 4K. Now I know, 10 to 20% might not sound like a world of difference, but trust me, it can be what separates a buttery smooth experience from some really frustrating stutters in the heat of the moment. And when you look at the nitty-gritty numbers, it becomes crystal clear. Take a demanding game like Cyberpunk 2077 with all the ray tracing eye candy turned on. The 5080 is pulling ahead by a full 16 frames. That's huge. And in a fast-paced shooter, an extra 20 frames isn't just nice to have. That's a real competitive edge. The data doesn't lie. The 5080 is the faster card, period. Okay, so we've established the 5080 is the faster card. But why? What's driving that performance gap? Let's pop the hood and see what kind of engine is making these GPUs tick. And right here, this is the generational leap in a nutshell. The 5080 is built on the brand new Blackwell architecture, and it's using the next generation of memory, GDDR7. The 4080 Super, it's on the Ada Lovelace architecture with GDDR6X, still incredibly fast, but it's the previous generation. It's like having a brand new engine design versus the most finely tuned version of last year's model. Both are rockets, but one has a higher ceiling for the future. And here is the 5080's secret weapon, DLSS 4. This is some serious AI magic. It literally generates new frames out of thin air to boost your frame rate, all without tanking your image quality. It's an exclusive feature for the new Blackwell cards, and it's a massive deal for future-proofing your rig. All right, tech is cool, performance is king, but for most of us, this whole decision comes down to value. So let's talk about the price of all this power and what you're actually getting for your hard-earned cash. And this is where things get really interesting. $999. That's the target price for both of these GPUs at launch. So this decision isn't about saving money. It's a direct choice between two different philosophies at the exact same price point, which makes it all the more difficult. So if you just break it down to pure performance per dollar, the 5080 edges out a win. It's simple math, right? You get more frames for the same amount of money. From a raw value perspective, it's the better buy. Unless, of course, you find a killer deal on that 4080 Super. Now, what about actually getting one of these beasts into your case? Let's talk practicalities. Yes, the 5080 does sip a little more juice, about 40 watts more. But honestly, both cards recommend a beefy 750-watt power supply anyway, so it's kinda a wash. And physically, they're nearly identical. If one fits in your build, the other one will too. No surprises there. Okay, we've gone through the performance, the tech, the value. It's time to bring it all home for the final verdict. And I'm going to be straight with you. There is no single winner here. The perfect GPU for you really depends on what kind of builder you are. First up, are you a 4K gamer with a high refresh rate monitor? You know, one of those beautiful 120 Hz or 144 Hz displays? If that's you, honestly, the choice is simple. You need the RTX 5080. That extra 15% performance is exactly what you need to feed that hungry monitor, and having DLSS 4 in your back pocket means you're set for years to come. Now, what if you're rocking a 1440p setup? I'd still lean towards the 5080 as a fantastic long-term investment. It's going to let you absolutely max out your games at high frame rates for years and years, giving you tons of headroom for whatever demanding titles come out next. But let's talk to the deal hunters for a second. You know who you are. This is where the 4080 Super becomes an amazing option. If you see this card on sale with a decent discount, you should absolutely pounce on it. It is still a 4K monster, and getting that kind of power while saving some cash is always a huge win.
And finally, what if you're the kind of builder who just wants things to work? No fuss. You prefer a platform that's been out for a while with stable drivers and tons of reviews. If you'd rather skip the potential hiccups of a brand new launch, then the 4080 Super is a rock-solid, reliable choice. It's a known quantity, and it's a fantastic one.
Look, we've really just scratched the surface here. If you want to dive way deeper, check out even more game benchmarks, and see live, up-to-the-minute pricing, you've got to head over to bestgpusforgaming.com for the full in-depth analysis. So now, I'm going to turn it over to you. After all this, which GPU are you docking in your next build? Are you going for the cutting-edge power of the 5080, or are you siding with the proven performance of the 4080 Super? Let us know what you think. Until next time, keep it cool and keep building.